You're in charge at a construction site, and you hear a report about workers not wearing their hard hats. Out of concern for their safety, you would investigate. A driver gets into a truck. He is on his cell phone, doesn't fasten the seatbelt, and drives away. You would do something here as well, right? Or you receive a motorist observation report about one of your drivers exhibiting risky behavior. Same thing here.
Safety hotline, is this a compliment or a complaint?
This is a complaint. This lady just almost ran me off. My newborn baby's in the car. And then she's like, she didn't even stop to even try to like pull over to see if we were and I'm following behind her right now and she just keeps driving. Let's
see what I can do to help you, all right? The number on the safety sticker where you saw a telephone number.
It's AC 1278.
A like apple, C like carrot, 1278.
Yes.
Is it a car, truck, or van?
It's a truck. It's a Ranger, a Ford Ranger, I-38.
Another form, more paperwork, just what you need, as if you didn't already have enough to do. Yes, you could look at it that way, but this Motorist Observation Report, or MOR, is a crash report before an actual crash and its tragic results. It's an opportunity to promote job stability and security and retain quality employees. It's an opportunity to enhance your company's public image and save money. But most importantly, it's an opportunity to save lives. Think about it. If you were given a report that told you someone on your crew was going to die and that you had the power to prevent it, what would you do? That's what I thought. And the Safety First MORs you receive should be handled the same way. It's not just a form. It's certainly not an inconvenience. It's a chance to make a difference. There are many seemingly valid reasons for ignoring these reports and just filing them away, such as, I'm too busy, or it doesn't make any difference. But think about it. Are you too busy to save someone's job or prevent an accident? How about saving a life? Does that make a difference? When you truly consider the consequences, these reasons don't seem so valid. There may even be people within your organization that want you to overlook these reports. But remember, asking you to overlook a simple safety violation is asking you to compromise your attitude toward the value of someone's life. Do you care enough to make a difference? This report is a tool, like a hammer. It can be used to tear down or build up, or it can sit in the toolbox and do nothing at all. In the hands of a professional, this tool can be very effective. It's been tried, tested, and proven again and again throughout the U.S. and Canada, and it will work for you as well, if you use it and use it correctly. Don't leave your tools in the box. Use them. Build something worthwhile. 80% of drivers never receive a complaint. 10% only get one and never another. The last 10% get call after call after call. Why? Do they have a different decal? Is the driver being picked on? No. It's their behavior that motivates a motorist to call. Think about it. The call frequency is quite low, only 1 to 3 calls per 100 vehicles per month. And such a small percentage of drivers get repeat calls. It's a leading indicator of a potential problem. A crash. That's significant and demands your attention. According to a national parts distributor, each of their preventable crashes was preceded by a motorist observation report. Based on this data, they proved to themselves that these MORs are a leading indicator of a collision. Before discussing the report with the driver, reread it. Know it. If any details seem odd or you have any questions about the details, contact Safety First prior to discussing with your driver. Set the stage for a calm, private discussion. Find a quiet, neutral place for the coaching session. Provide a tactful notice to the driver that you want to discuss a report. Don't make a spectacle out of the fact that they've received a report. Nobody wants to hear this.
Hey Corey, get in here. I got another report we need to discuss now.
Showing the driver respect is always the best approach.
Hey Corey, I called you in here today to talk about this motorist observation report, discuss what you remember about the incident, and talk about what we can do to have it safer tomorrow.
Being calm and direct is the best approach. Remember, drivers will set their tone and attitude based on your own. Be calm and direct. Describe the report details and invite the driver to recall their actions. Ask questions for clarification, but try not to interrupt too frequently. Listen actively. Make notes and reconfirm details to reinforce your understanding. Drawing a diagram may help to explain the situation. Empathize with the driver. Let them know that you can identify how you would feel in their place.
Look, I used to be a driver. I know what it's like, and that's why I like to focus on the positive. What can we do from here on out to make things safer?
Ask the driver if they would make different choices in a similar situation tomorrow. As you wrap up the interview process, tell the driver how you feel about the observation report.
Remember, Corey, your job's in the public eye, and you've got a responsibility to a lot of people. Yourself, your family, co-workers, other people on the road, their families. You owe it to them to drive safely.
Take your time. Choose your words carefully. Give the driver the benefit of any doubts and convey your concern for the driver.
Look, our company needs good people like you, and I don't want to see you involved in a crash or get a ticket. If I didn't care, we wouldn't be here right now. But I'd much rather have this discussion now than have a discussion about a collision later.
Sign and date the MOR and let the employee know that their signature doesn't admit fault or blame, merely an acknowledgement that they participated in the coaching session. But maybe you don't know what to say, or you're worried you'll say the wrong thing. Fair enough. Let's take a look at a few different ways to handle some common situations. Remember, when a driver says to you,
"It says it was at 46 in Lambert. My route doesn't even go to Lambert. I turn on Birch the street before."
Yeah, that's true. And look, sometimes motorists may get locations slightly wrong, depending upon when they call. But just because they're a block off on the location, does that mean they got the excessive speed and lane change wrong too?
Acknowledging that slight location description errors may happen and redirecting the conversation to the described actions may help refocus the coaching session. Drivers may attempt to negotiate with you. For example, if they can cite enough trivial errors with the report, then they believe that you'll have to ignore the report entirely.
I mean, the report says 1. I'm at lunch until 1. How could I get there by then? And it says it was raining, but the rain stopped by then. And it was really...
It is possible that minor details such as weather or road conditions are open to interpretation by your driver. But these details do not invalidate the point of the report. Customers routinely report that 98% of the MORs are verified and are accurate based on their process of investigation. Regardless of the local conditions and the positioning of the various vehicles, there may be a trainable moment that will increase the personal safety of your driver.
Remember, Corey, I'm not here to argue about details, who's right or wrong. I'm here to help you be safe. And if I can do or say anything to protect you, I'm going to do it.
Drivers may point out that the program is unfairly biased since the majority of reports are about negative behaviors.
These things, they're just negative. They never point out anything positive.
Well, 90% of MORs are for risky behaviors, but I don't see it as negative. I see it as an opportunity to help someone like you improve their skills, decrease their chances of getting a ticket, a fine, or even an injury. What's negative about that?
Drivers may point out that motorists are not trained observers.
Oh, please. They don't know what they're talking about. Who's the professional driver? Me or them?
You, of course. That's why you're here. Your record speaks for itself. But risky behaviors are easily recognizable by anybody, professional or not. And regardless of who's the professional, what difference does it make if it leads to a collision?
Another common excuse is,
They're just calling to try and get me in trouble.
just remember, more than 98% of observations are accurate. But if you still suspect one isn't accurate, make sure it is before dismissing it. Other common excuses might include, it wasn't me, or I wasn't there, or it was their fault. Tell them,
I'm not here to fix blame or find fault. I'm here to see that you go home safely to your family every night.
you might hear,
Look, it's one report. You know how good my record is. Can't we just ignore this one?
tell them,
Asking me to overlook this observation would be asking me to compromise my entire attitude towards the value of your life, your career, and your family's well-being.
this report is basically an early warning system, warning you of potentially dangerous situations with far-reaching consequences. It's just like the report about workers not wearing their hard hats. Out of concern for their safety, you would investigate before someone got hurt. Getting a report warning you of driving habits that place your company, your employee, and the public at risk is the same thing. An early warning, a chance to make a difference. After viewing this presentation, we'd like you to commit to doing the following. 1. Would you commit to treat each report with importance? 2. Would you commit to coaching your drivers in a positive manner using the training materials supplied? 3. Will you commit to returning 100% of the reports in a timely manner? Because this program works. If you use it, it puts a powerful tool in your hands. What are you going to do with it?